So if you remember Project Glacier Lexus GS300 that we had recently, I got some parts off of a donor car that belonged to a guy in my neighborhood who also has a drift car. So here we just went out to visit a drift day, a local drift day they had, so you can actually see the Austin skyline in the background. And I let my daughter get a ride along in his Mustang. So it was a pretty good experience. She enjoyed it. She's pretty fearless, so it's kind of fun having a kid that's not afraid of things. Although that may come back to bite me one day. We'll see. Was it exciting?
Yes.
So let's talk about track days. High performance, driver's education, that kind of thing. Obviously you want good brakes. There's something I didn't realize when going with these wedssport wheels. I bought the centering, basically the hub centering center caps. So this isn't just a center cap. It's actually a centering ring for the wheel as well to make it hub centric to the Subaru. So yeah, that's cool. You know, I didn't think anything of it. But if you'll notice, the color on this front one is completely different, and the actual cosmetic piece of the cap has kind of came out of its original location. So yeah, I reached out to wedssport wheels. They said not to use these caps on the track. You know, I figured a company like wedssport, obviously it would be good to hold up on the track, but they said that these are cosmetic. If you're gonna track it, just use some hub rings. So I have a set of aluminum hub-centric rings, and I'm gonna make sure I use a little bit of anti-seize on those, because if you've ever tried to get aluminum hub rings off of a hub that didn't have any anti-seize, you know how much of a pain that is. The other thing I wanted to talk about was brake pads. So these are Ferodo DS3000s. I believe it's a company from the UK. I got 2 days on Coda and a little bit of driving around town and one time attack event. And when I was at the time attack event, they pretty much told me that I could run the other day with these, but for the next event that I show up, I need to have new front pads on. So I reached out to Nick Trigiano at New Provisions Racing. He's the one I worked with to get these STI brakes working properly, functional, to order another set of front pads. The rears still have plenty of meat, and the price on those had gone up. They are some ridiculous price now. So I ordered a set of fronts along with the hub rings, and then I probably won't use Ferodos after that. I'll probably start experimenting with some Hawk pads or some other brands that aren't quite as expensive. But again, on the passenger side, you can also see what was once the same color as the wheel, kind of like a gunmetal. Of course, it's covered in brake dust. Center cap is now almost like a copper color. It's a pretty cool looking color, to be honest. It would be cool to have some wheels that color, but it really changed color just from the heat. And then this logo cap is also melted on the adhesive side and coming out. So yeah, was not expecting to burn through the track pads as fast as I did. Also wasn't expecting my center caps to do that. But yeah, good times. Can't wait to get back out there. So this is just a couple clips that my wife took when she came out to visit me at the track. This was out at Coda a few weeks ago. So just some clips of the VB out there, and then after that, just some random photos I took when I was walking around the paddock. See y'all next time.